Why is it hard to be happy nowadays? We humans have come a long way. Our technology has improved tremendously over the years and has changed the way we live. It has improved our means of communication, food, health, transportation, and many other things. But having all these things, why is it that a lot of us still struggle to find happiness? Is there really a way how to be happy and content in this modern world? We all experience downtimes and sadness. When we are in distress or experience a tragic situation, we start to think that the whole world is against us. We feel that life is unfair and we don't deserve to be happy. We become micro-focused on what's happening to us, and we forget that we're not the only person in this world. And if we want something, after getting it, we want more. It's like the never-ending pursuit of happiness that never ends. Some of us even complain about little things like if the server put mustard on your burger and you don't want mustard. Some people will even go as far as swear and yell at the server. Or we complain that the food is not as tasty as we thought it would be. And I get it, because I complain about little things too. And you know what? Sometimes during the winter, I get pissed when the weather gets too cold. As you can see, I'm an Asian guy who came from a tropical country, used to the nice warm weather, and moved here to Canada, and boy, winters here can be really long and cold. Not to mention the shoveling and scraping of ice off your car windshield. But looking back before I even came here, being here was just a dream. If you're not aware, a lot of people are doing everything just to immigrate to Western countries like Canada because of the better opportunities that this country can offer to hardworking people. But when it gets cold, I sometimes forget that and complain. I forget to be grateful. Gratitude, the quality of being thankful, readiness to show appreciation for and to return kindness. It's a thing that I sometimes forget when things get rough. It's a thing we tend to forget if things are not going along our way. I can complain about the cold weather or the food that didn't meet my expectations, but I also forget that some people have it tougher than I do. Some people have no food on their tables, have no roof over their heads, have no parents or someone to care for them, haven't even set foot inside a fucking mall or eat at a casual dining restaurant. And here we are complaining that we don't have the latest iPhone or any other petty things. A lot of us are living so comfortable that if things don't go our way, we forget that someone out there have it worse than we do. Our vision gets too narrowed and only focused on what's happening to us that we don't get to see things on a broader scale. If I find myself complaining about anything, I take a step back. Like, I try to really move away from my own self and look at the world from a bird's eye view, and realize that the thing I'm complaining about is nothing compared to other people's problems. I'm living here for 3 years now that I kind of adapted and started to talk how people talk here, and I find myself complaining about little things that people who grew up here complain about, and I forget that I am fortunate to be here. Looking back just a few years ago, I was just dreaming to come to this place, and being here gave me the ability to financially help my parents back home to live a better life. Knowing that some of the people out there have terminal illness or are struggling to put food on the table, all of a sudden, the petty thing that I'm complaining about vanishes. I begin to see things from a bird's eye view. I think we have to practice a little gratitude in our life, to appreciate what we have, regardless of whatever it is. If you're watching this video, you woke up today. Do you know how many people who were alive yesterday who didn't woke up this morning? Just think about that. For me, if I wake up in the morning and nobody in my family or people I care about got hurt or passed away, that already is a great gift to me. And one could argue, why would we worry about other people's problems and not just focus on ourselves? It's not about worrying other people's problems. It's just that we forget to be empathic to others and we don't appreciate what we have. This is one of the main reasons why most of us are not happy. If you have roof over your heads, can eat 3 or 4 times a day, have a family who loves you and a couple of friends who really cares about you, you are wealthier than most of the people in the world. If you can read this, you are more fortunate than roughly 781 million adults who can't read it at all. One could say that it's not their fault that they have the means to study and others don't. But what I'm saying here is, if we find ourselves complaining about things, reframing our thoughts and putting things into perspective changes the way we view our situation. I came here to Canada all by myself. I left home, my parents, friends, places that I love, everything for a better life. I could complain about spending Thanksgiving dinner tonight alone on the table, or I can appreciate the fact that I'm fortunate to be here and be able to support my parents back home. Let's practice gratitude. We're lucky in so many ways. We just sometimes fail to see it because we focus too much on things that we don't have. Let us not indulge in things that we don't have, but appreciate the blessings that we do have, and thankfully remember them if it were not ours. Gratitude gives people more positive emotions, and it helps us build stronger relationships. Researchers over the years said that practicing gratitude can lead us to lower stress, reduced pain, and improved immune system. I also think that one reason why we can't find contentment with what we have is we want to keep up with everyone else, what we see on social media. And if you want to know why you care too much about what other people think of you, you can watch it on this video. I'm not sure if it's here or there, but you will see it. And if you get value from this video, please hit the like button. That will be greatly appreciated. And consider subscribing and leave a feedback on the comment section below. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you want to talk about next, and it will mean so much for me. See you on the next video.